Hello, everybody. Welcome to TravelWeek's Future of Travel virtual event, all about artificial intelligence and travel agent appreciation. Artificial intelligence is such a hot topic these days, and TravelWeek has attempted to take the lead in getting agents the information they need to use this technology effectively. Today is also Travel Agent Appreciation Day, so we want to show our appreciation to all the hardworking agents out there tirelessly serving their clients to create dream vacations and memories that will last a lifetime. Today, you will hear from industry experts on technology, booking trends, product developments, and more. Please enjoy the show.
Hi everyone, it's me, Devin Kinasz, the publisher of TravelWeek, the real Devin Kinasz. What did you all think of my AI avatar? Did you think it was me? I think it's pretty good. The video looks great. I just have to work on the voice a little bit. It doesn't quite sound like me. So I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of all the fun stuff you can do with AI. We are teaching this to agents in our AI webinar series. Next month, I'm going to be teaching you how to do those AI avatars. Think of how they might work for training or social media videos, all kinds of stuff. Today, my avatar, Devatar, is going to be helping me out during the show, taking over some of the hosting duties for me. And I hope you can join us for our webinar series. You can go to travelweek.ai if you haven't registered already. So as we mentioned today, we're doing two things. We're talking about AI and we're showing appreciation to travel agents. So thank you so much, travel agents, for all that you do. I'm now going to pass it over to Catherine Folliott. She is the longtime editor of TravelWeek.
Hi, everyone, and thanks, Devin. We're here with the president and CEO of TravelBrands, Natalie Tanious. Welcome, Natalie.
Thank you for having me, Catherine.
Thank you. Well, I want to start off with, of course, the partnership between TravelWeek and TravelBrands. It's a great collaboration, and I know we are working with TravelBrands on a suite of AI-based products and services and tools for the industry. There is the monthly webinar series that's going all year long, which is Unleashing AI's Potential for Travel Agents. And then, of course, there is also the AI Manual for Travel Agents. These are really important tools for agents to use in these times. Why do you feel that it's so important for the travel industry to sort of get on board with AI tech?
There's so much buzz around AI. It now becomes a question of, all right, what's next? How can I implement AI in my environment, in my work structure? So now the goal is for us to help the travel industry create more tools and implement more tools with AI.
And is this something that, are you personally excited? Are you personally invested in new tech?
100%. We're all about tech. We recently hired someone, and now when I was asking the question, what do you think about the organization so far? He said, you told me it was all about technology, but I have to admit it's ultra technology. Because as I've said multiple times now, it's more than just product today. It's about the distribution and the technology and the tools to get us where we need to get to.
Totally, and I think a lot of viewers are feeling the same way. On the topic of travel agents, of course, you've got so many initiatives. Oh, you always do, but just recently at your big events in Toronto, Montreal, you unleashed some new tools for agents. You've got the amazing agent race, and we've got your back, and those are just two of them. Can you talk about, obviously your bond with travel agents is very strong. Are you seeing, do you have any stats you can share with us that sort of show that agents are, returning the love and giving TravelBrands a lot of bookings and just any sort of stats and trends that you can share?
Definitely. We saw a huge pickup in sales after the shows because we exposed what new products, what new technology, what new tools we had for the travel agents. And honestly, we saw over a 30% pickup right after the shows, right after the events. Because all of a sudden now, everything that we knew we had, we've shared it. We've shared it with the travel industry. So it was all about, it's there, it's yours for the picking. And we definitely saw the love. And we continue to see the love.
Well, that's good. There's nothing like getting your message out there, and a big event with great food doesn't hurt either.
Agreed.
So I want to talk a bit about just in terms of what you're seeing for coming out of the pandemic. Travel agents have always been incredibly important to the industry, of course, they're the backbone of the industry. But how have you personally seen travel agents sort of raise their value proposition coming out of the pandemic? What have you noticed in the past couple of years that's really made you think, wow, travel agents are really, they're on the ball?
You know, travel agents often ask themselves, will I be around in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Is there a need for a travel agent, a travel professional? If we learned anything during the pandemic and post-pandemic, more than ever, whether it is to pick the right hotel to go on that bucket list destination or vacation, whether it's to help when the customer is trying to weed out all the many different options, no one does it better than a travel professional. And our goal is to continue to offer the tools to the travel agent to be able to do so. So AI becomes critical for information, for growth, for data, for analytics, and everything in between. Because today we have so much coming at us at 150 miles an hour at any given moment. How do you figure it all out without the right proper technology?
It's true. I hear you on the 150 miles an hour. Totally. What's selling well for summer and also for fall? I know it's pretty early. You know, we may not be looking at fall, winter yet, but certainly for summer and then into the early fall months. What's selling well?
You know what? Cruises is selling extremely well. It continues because of all the capacity we have in the marketplace. You know what? And it's a little bit of everything. Obviously, Europe, as cliche as it sounds this time of year, right into fall, by the way. And of course, the Caribbean and Mexico continue to do extremely well because let's face it, we as Canadians love the Caribbean, love those all-inclusives. But in addition to that, as I've been seeing a lot of is the destinations that are very much what we call a bucket list destination. Everything from, you know what, traveling on a safari, discovering the Mediterranean, going to South America, the expedition cruises. So there's a lot of requests for it, and there's a lot of desire to visit the destinations that are not the most visited normally for a Canadian.
Yeah, that's a real trend, isn't it? And I think we're all glad to see it. Yeah. Is there something that would you like to talk about? There's so much competition in the tour operator sphere, and I know, you know, we don't need to tell you that, and competition is a good thing. It keeps everybody on their toes. But sort of, I think, you know, every company sort of has its travel agents think, oh, well, this company is good for that kind of tour. This company is good for that kind of tour. When travel agents hear TravelBrands, what do you want them to think of?
You know what? Our name says it all. Whether you're looking to book a flight with the air consolidation, an FIT product, you want a hotel to Vegas, let's say, for example, or whether you want something more exotic through our exotic division, or of course, cruises through Encore Cruises, we basically offer it all. And that's the beauty of our organization. Our name says it all. TravelBrands, pick a brand, pick a product, and we offer it. And it's very specialized. So these are very distinct streams that have some very specialized individual that understand the product from soup to nuts. Now I'm really dating myself. Everything from how to book it, when to book it, and basically for the travel consultant to get the result that they're looking for, we have the specialists that will help them get there, in addition to the technology, because once again, it's key.
Okay, and we'll segue from that into some of the two of your most important tech tools, I think, that you've got. There's GG, right? And there's Access Plus. What can agents book through? Can you just sort of walk us through a bit on what they can do with both GG and Access Plus?
Absolutely. So GG is our gem. It's our newest edition. It has everything to do with air. So basically, we partner with over 80 airline partners. So whether you're looking to book one of the airlines, whether you're looking to book a net rate, a consolidated rate, you're looking for tools to help you calculate the proper fares on a certain output, whether you want to quickly get your documents, anything that you can think of that will help make an air reservation quick and easy. This is what GG is all about. GG as well as Access Plus, they're both sitting on the cloud. So again, much stronger, much quicker, much faster to get the input and the output, of course. And then from an Access Plus, so this is where sometimes we tend to get confused about it. So GG sits on Access Plus. as well as our cruise stream, our everything that's FIT/dynamic packaging, our cars, and of course, all the content for exotic. So really what Access Plus does, and our slogan says it all, it gives the consultant access to the world, because now you can make a booking, get information, if you want to create a new flyer and everything else, it's all available through Access Plus.
Okay, and I'll just ask this just sort of as an extra bonus question on top of that question. What do you hear from the agents who are using GG and Access Plus? Are they surprised by how easy it is? Are they kind of like hesitant at first and then they're like, wow, I didn't realize I could do all that? What do you hear from agents?
You know what? The agents, like all of us, we're all creatures of habit. They're used to booking something in a certain platform or a certain technology. So what our team is constantly saying, just try it. Make one booking and tell us what you think. And 99% of the time, once they do and they get used to it, they're like, my God, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Or at least that's what I love to say.
Well, that's great. And I'm so excited. This has always been a great company, and your leadership, is just bringing an exciting level of a real dynamicism to the company. And it's just, I'm so glad you're heading it up. And I'm so glad that agents are obviously responding. They're coming out to the events. They're booking TravelBrands and like they always have, and even more. And it's wonderful to see. So congratulations on a very strong first year in your tenure.
Thank you very much, Catherine. And I look forward to many more years. And thank you for the great opportunities you provide us.
Great. Thanks, Natalie. Now back to Devin.
Hi, everyone. Now we have a very exciting guest. We have Dan Christian. He is the host of Travel Trends podcast, and he's also been an executive and entrepreneur in the industry for many, many years. And he is here to talk to us about AI. Hi, Dan.
Hi, Devin. Great to be here with you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. I know this is a very hot and complicated topic, so thanks for taking the time to help us dissect it. I know you've been discussing it a lot on your podcast. Can you let us know what kind of issues you've been exploring?
Of course, certainly, Devin. And thank you so much for being a part of our AI Summit in February earlier this year as well. We actually started season 3 of our Travel Trends podcast with Paul English, who, of course, is the famous CTO from Kayak. But the reason I had Paul lead off season 3 is because his new startup, Dietz, is exclusively focused on building out an AI-based platform and competing against the major OTAs. And so I had a great conversation with him following the Focusrite conference. And then following that, we had a number of really fascinating AI startups. Nicer Travel was focused on the travel agencies. We had iWander and Otora as well, who are focused on tour operations. And that really led into the AI Summit, because all of us are very keen to understand how AI is going to transform our industry. And myself, having a background in the travel agent world, starting at Carlson Wagonly, long before I went on to G Adventures and the Travel Corporation, I have a great passion for the travel agent community and understanding technology and how this is going to impact us. So I've got lots I'm really keen to share with you today.
Yeah, that's great. We're very excited about all the AI that is going to help travel agents, and we're a little bit more worried about all the AI that's going to compete with travel agents. So lots to discuss. Maybe you can explain how you see AI currently being integrated into the industry.
Certainly. And just to your point there, Devin, one of the takeaways that was one of the most reposted comments from our AI Summit was that it's not that AI is going to take your job. It's that someone who knows and understands AI that's going to take your job. And I think that's probably an important starting point. And then to embrace an understanding of AI, to not fear it. And that's where there are significant opportunities for travel agents, travel advisors, everyone in the travel industry to really embrace and understand AI. And that's essentially what we set out to do with the Travel AI Summit. So having had 3 seasons of the podcast, attended a number of conferences, what I could see was lacking is a number of the startups that were really revolutionizing in this space were not on the main stage. And the main stage conversations, in many cases, when it came to AI, there was almost we've got this, we've been doing it for years. There was a lack of credible examples of how companies are truly embracing AI to have a competitive advantage or to really change our industry. And there were so many examples I was seeing from the conversations that we were having, and many other people that wanted to be on the podcast or featured as part of Travel Trends. And so we set up this 2-day event. And we very intentionally divided into 4 categories over the course of those 2 days. We started with technology because, of course, having an understanding of generative AI and the implications and applications of that technology is important to have that fundamental in place. And then we moved very quickly on to customer service and the guest experience, which is one of the certainly one of the areas I want to speak to today and share a few examples with you. And then we got into marketing, because marketing is one of the areas that really companies can compete and scale leveraging AI tools. And in the last session, we focused on leadership, since, of course, it's not only everyone listening to this in all of our different roles in the travel industry, it's also the leaders of these businesses that have to understand how AI is going to change our businesses and to make sure we're leading in the right way to embrace this technology and to help retrain and educate people, which I know is something that's very important for you and your team is actively doing.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said there. Travel agents do need to learn this technology, because any company, and not even necessarily in the travel industry, but a travel agent or a doctor or whoever, the people that put these tools in place are going to have such efficiency gains and such a competitive advantage that the people that do not use these tools are going to be slowly falling behind. Let's shift to the travelers. Can you explain to us some of the ways that AI is going to be changing the booking experience for them?
Certainly, I can give you a great example. There was a company that I came across last year at the Virtuoso conference, a company called Legends, and their business was established to essentially create what they call a travel DNA profile of you. And how they do that, it was actually 2 female finance leaders that came up with this concept. And this really highlights a great example of where our industry is headed. And essentially what they did was they built an app that when you download it and share your photos, it reads all of the metadata off your photos. It scrapes that information, which is not only location based, but there's rich data there. And they can also read into the images as well. And essentially what it does is it builds a profile of the type of traveler you are, which instantly has a real wow factor, because you can get a much better sense of the type of traveler you are based on the photos that you've taken on your travels. But the other and more important implication of this is that you can share that data with companies that you want to do business with. And so, perfect example for us, travel agents.
Well, I guess I just hope that they're knowingly handing over their data, because we know privacy concerns are rampant, gosh, way before AI even came into the mix. Let's shift focus a bit. We'll go back to travel companies and their operations. Can you let us know of any examples or any ways that AI is helping travel companies on the operational side?
Yes, gladly. So there's a really great example in terms of operations. And there's a company that I'm a partner in, just full disclosure. They're called iWander, and they're really focused on the in-destination experience, but empowering that with an AI guide. So it's like having a knowledgeable local in your pocket, allowing you to discover cities independently. And they've actually collaborated with City Sightseeing, who many of us know, the hop on, hop off coaches all over the world. And essentially what they've worked with City Sightseeing on, and why City Sightseeing has embraced iWander, is that they can actually extend the customer experience beyond that bus journey. So you can do your hop on, hop off on the coach, and you can have the guide, but then you can leave the coach and do an independent walking tour in addition to the coach experience. So it's an expansion of how City Sightseeing can engage with their customers. And those customers are City Sightseeing customers. Most importantly, iWander is in the background powering that as a white label solution. But it gives you a good sense of where we're headed with some of this technology, because iWander then also has a much better understanding of customer behavior, recommending preferences. So what you'll actually see is that beyond just doing a great additional walking tour, you'll be able to buy tickets for attractions, and you'll have everything incorporated into that app experience. And so the operational efficiencies and the business opportunities that'll be realized are going to be very significant from businesses like iWander.
Okay, very interesting. So kind of more connectivity between these different operations, more booking options, more seamless booking options. Thank you for that. As you know, we at Travel Week, we are very committed to teaching travel agents how to use this technology. We set up a webinar series. We wrote an AI manual, taking them step by step, holding their hand, how to do these things like marketing, automating admin tasks, etc. Can you let us know why you think it's important for agents to know this type of information?
Certainly. And where we started this conversation is not fearing this technology and this development and learning how to embrace it. And I think a great example of that, I recently interviewed Matthew Upchurch, who many of your listeners, I'm sure, are familiar with Virtuoso. And he actually started with a technical background before he really focused on what the term that he really endorsed, and many people now obviously refer to travel advisors versus travel agents, because it's very much a career rather than a job. And this highlights the importance of the training you're doing. And one of his famous lines is automate the predictable so you can humanize the exceptional. And this is where the important realization is just how much automation that travel agents can benefit from by leveraging tools like ChatGPT. So although there may be initial concern that they're going to replace their roles, if we all look back just 20 years ago, when you think about the last big evolution in technology, of course, the development of the internet. And when you look at travel agencies now, and you look at the online travel agency, and you look at travel advisors, and you see how our business has grown, has adapted and grown. And I think that's the important comparison to look at. And hence the reason why the need to embrace and understand these tools like ChatGPT. And I'm going to give you some other recommendations for tools that I would encourage your audience to check out as well that could be beneficial for efficiency. And really, it's about trying to automate all of those elements that you can, the back office work that is massively time consuming, so you can focus on serving the human need. And the last thing I'll say on this one, and this is why it's so important, is that the companies that are leveraging AI will get so far out ahead than the companies that are not. And so, the best time was yesterday. The next best time is today to get started on it. And the courses that you're running and teaching agents how to use AI will be not only successful for them in their sales and marketing, but also in their entire approach to operations. And I would say that it's going to free many of you up to do what you love best, which is going to be serving customers.
Yes, that's all very true. You mentioned fear there, and I just want to touch on that because, I was one of these people that was a bit fearful and a bit overwhelmed by this whole AI topic. It's all over the news, but you don't really know where to start. But when I started digging into it and playing around with these tools, the efficiency gains and something that used to take me an hour to do, which I can now do in 5 minutes, the amount of time you can free up either to focus on other areas of your business or, a lot of agents out there are super stressed out. So maybe they need a walk or, an afternoon off. So that's why I agree with you. And it's like, we need to take the fear factor out of this and almost put the fun factor in. Like, this is fun. It is fun to do things more quickly than you used to be able to do them. So let's move on to maybe some of the downsides. What do you see as the biggest challenges in implementing AI in the travel industry?
I really see two areas that are the biggest challenges for implementing AI in travel. The first is access to talent. And then the other area that I would highlight to everyone that's getting into this space, especially the smaller agencies or startups, is the cost of compute power. So the cost of accessing those resources, it quickly becomes expensive. And so you need either a B2B offering or a way to justify that expense. And many companies are getting excited about the B2C potential, like introducing chatbots or data analytics predictive tools. All of those require resources, and that resource costs money the more you use it.
Okay, I don't want to scare the agents out there too much. The $20 version of ChatGPT is probably definitely good enough to get you started. So don't let any costs scare you from dipping your toe in. Let me pick your brain a little bit. Like, if you let your imagination run wild, what do you think could be some major game changers in the travel industry related to AI technology?
Where I see the really exciting developments coming in 3 to 5 years. And if we think by 2030, so one of the areas that we're definitely going to see is autonomous vehicles. And I'm genuinely excited about this potential because, hotels are already investing in this technology, tour operators as well. And we're seeing more and more examples of driverless vehicles. And although we've heard about it for years, it's now, they're available in Los Angeles and Phoenix and Austin. And so they're in the US, they're in China, they're going to be in Saudi Arabia soon. They're going to start to be in Europe. And there's a number of companies that produce these vehicles. And just think about that experience of you staying at a hotel and the hotel having a fleet of cars that you can get into and do tours around the city without having a driver. And then also having the experience. So there's a company called Otora, and that's their whole business model, is the experience platform that they introduced that will layer on top of autonomous vehicles. So that's one that really excites me because it takes a lot of the friction out of travel today. One other area, and it's one that we have to be very conscientious about, is facial recognition. We've all been doing facial recognition for anyone who has iPhones for a while now, but the reality is airports, cruise lines, that technology, which is already available to us, as you overcome some of the privacy concerns and make sure that you have all the right safeguards in place, all of a sudden that can take the entire friction out of traveling through an airport. And I've been involved in a lot of meetings on discussions around this, and that technology is definitely coming. I think some of your audience members who've been on a cruise, if you're getting back on the cruise ship, there's already facial recognition technology there. So that is another area, autonomous vehicles, facial recognition.
Thank you for that. I've actually thought about some of these issues myself. And you're right, the autonomous car could be this massive game changer because one day when you don't have to pay attention to the road and you can reconfigure the interior of the cars as you want, they can potentially turn into bedrooms, hotel rooms, and you can sleep overnight on the drive from Toronto to New York. So it's amazing. And I'm sure they'll have all kinds of tours integrated into the cars as well. So hopefully in our lifetime, right?
Absolutely. Well, definitely in our lifetime. And I would even highlight that in the next few years, like there's projections for even you say 2026, by 2030, this is going to be a very common reality for us. And it will really change the transport experience for guests, and it will change the experience of having a destination. So yes, I, like you, I'm very excited about that potential because you take that hassle factor out of the equation and you really open up a lot more travel enjoyment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've had a great chat here. I'm going to ask you one final question. Can you just name some of your favorite AI tools that help you, create efficiencies when you're running your businesses?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 3 and I'll keep it quick. One is Jasper. So Jasper.ai is an incredible tool for marketing uses. The second one is Synthesia.io. That's SYNTHE. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that one, but I'm seeing more and more companies embracing video technology. Here we are, 2 real people having a conversation. But when it comes to training and it comes to education, the opportunity to build out really customized learning modules, or even just customer support to be able to use avatars. And then the last one has been around for a while, but it's an example of a company that's pivoted really well to AI, and that's Canva. So I thought I'd share that as well, only because many of your travel agents leverage social media and need to be able to find a low-cost marketing resource. And Canva is exactly that. And many of the things you want to create, you can just ask Canva now to create that for you, as opposed to actually having to be a designer. So this is where this concept of prompt engineering, I'm sure that's like the word of the year, that you can actually just prompt and then have what you've envisioned be built for you. And I think that's what's most exciting about this time and this era that we're in. And so I would definitely check out a few of those tools, and I hope they're beneficial for many of the people listening to this.
Yeah, I agree with you on your selection of tools. We're actually going through those tools in our webinar series, and 2 of them have been included in our AI manual as well. So yes, we're on the same page. Okay, thank you so much for being here today, Dan, and I look forward to having further conversations about AI with you in the future.
Likewise, Devin. Thank you so much. It's been a real honor to be here. Please, I encourage everyone to check out the Travel Trends podcast. You can listen to a number of these episodes and meet some of these fascinating people for yourself. And Devin's video as well is on our YouTube channel. which I encourage you to check out the AI Summit videos and be part of the next one we're running in September, since Devin's going to be a part of it as well. So I look forward to having you back for that and wish you every success this year with all of your endeavors around AI.
Thank you so much. We're going to do our first round of prizing now, and we have lots of prizes, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. Our first prize of the day is going to go to Sandra Williams-Reed. Yay, Sandra, you just won 2 nights in Montreal. Our second winner is Kelsey Barron from Alberta, and she's won an Amazon gift card. Our third winner is Ryan Babek from Alberta. Toronto, Now Destinations Weddings. And he has won a fabulous spa vacation in Quebec. Wow, that's a good one. And finally, Carrie Hebert in Saskatchewan. You've won a $100 Amazon gift card. So make yourself known in the chat, and my colleague is going to make sure you get those prizes. So now we're going to hear from some very important people in the industry. We're going to hear from Riverside Luxury Cruises. We're going to hear from G Adventures, and we're going to hear from Colette.
Hello everyone, I'm Peter Uzunov, Canada's Director of Sales for Riverside Luxury Cruises. I'm excited to be part of Travel Week's AI, the future of travel, and delighted to share insights about Riverside Luxury Cruises, Europe's newest and most luxurious river cruise line. When your clients cruise with Riverside Luxury Cruises, they'll be dazzled by our intuitive and personalized service, by the luxurious decor of our ships, and the variety of immersive cultural experiences that we offer. Riverside Debussy is our third luxury river ship, and this year joins the Riverside Mozart and Riverside Raval on Europe's most captivating rivers. Riverside Mozart launched last year in May and is just starting her second year of service, bringing your clients to the most populous stretch of the Danube between Passau and Budapest. Riverside Raval, which had a short season last year, unveils the French countryside along the Rhone River. All 3 of our ships are now in service, and they offer the largest average suite size in the industry, the highest onboard space per guest, the most onboard amenities, the highest staff-to-guest ratio, and the best dining in the river category, according to Cruise Critic. Riverside Luxury Cruises is all-inclusive, which means your clients enjoy the most inclusions with us, such as round-the-clock dining options with premium wines and spirits, and we include unlimited shore excursions for your clients to experience the most of Europe and immerse in the destination's culture and history. We also include port charges, gratuities, ground transfers, and ultra-fast Starlink Wi-Fi. With all these, we offer you a luxurious turnkey product to sell and a seamless experience for your clients. As I mentioned, our dining is recognized as the best on the rivers. Riverside Debussy and Riverside Raval offer 4 onboard dining venues, while Riverside Mozart offers a 5th restaurant to deliver incomparable variety to your clients. Waterside is our main restaurant, offering gourmet cuisine through revolving menus. Here's where your clients will enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner prepared on demand and always à la minute. We go as far as to make fresh pasta and bread on board. We source the highest quality and freshest ingredients for the most memorable dining experiences on the rivers. The Bistro is our casual eatery, offering all-day food options, something most river lines don't have. And in the evenings, the Bistro turns into a casual tapas-style restaurant. Blue is a grow available only aboard Riverside Mozart. Here, guests can enjoy a menu of delicious grilled selections for lunch and a change of scenery. When the weather allows, we invite guests to our Vista Grow on the Vista Deck, where we offer a variety of the highest quality surf and turf with incomparable views of some of Europe's most enchanting cities and towns right across from the railings. On each ship, we also have a private dining room where we host the Vintage Room experience for up to 12 guests. Here, our executive chef and sommelier lead diners through 7 delectable courses, each paired with a fine wine from the region that perfectly complements each course. We also offer 24-hour room service for anyone wanting to stay in and enjoy the comforts of their suites. Speaking of suites, ours are a luxurious haven for your clients. They range from 194 to 883 square feet. All suites include butler service, a welcome bottle of Tattinger champagne, a fully stocked minibar, espresso and tea station, plush bathrobes and slippers, luxurious Natura Bissé bath amenities, and more. All of our suites feature king-size beds, only on Riverside Luxury Cruises. Our luxury river ships also offer guests a variety of onboard amenities, in fact, the most of any river cruise brand. Each ship features our Fehi Spa, offering a menu of rejuvenating therapies for when your clients feel like being pampered in between stops. There's also a pool aboard our ships, and Riverside Mozart even has a relaxing jacuzzi. Finally, I'm excited to share we're now open for 2025 sales and are offering more than 170 departures on 52 distinct itineraries ranging from 3 to 23 nights. And on that note, I'd like to invite all the travel advisors tuning in right now to come and experience Riverside Luxury Cruises personally so that we can prove the immense value and quality we're bringing to the rivers of Europe. We have very economical TA rates for 2024 and 2025. Thank you for tuning in today, and a big thank you to Travel Week for organizing this event. Enjoy the rest of the virtual experience.
Hello, Travel Week. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Jenna English, and I am the Global Purpose Specialist for G Adventures, looking after British Columbia and the Northern Territories. Thank you for joining us today. I'm happy to share some updates we have at G Adventures for 2024. Now, if you're not as familiar with who G Adventures is, we are a Canadian company that has a very global reach, and we specialize in small group adventure travel. We offer 650 different tours spread over all 7 continents and divided into 12 different travel styles. Our newest update for this year is our new travel style called G-Lux. Now, these are premium active adventures, perfect for those clients who really want to deep dive into a country through some physical activity like hiking, biking, or kayaking, for example. But at the end of the day, they are looking for a bit more comfort with some upgraded accommodations and some nice restaurants. Now, G-Lux has 45 different tours in over 30 countries, with popular destinations like Portugal, Japan, Morocco, South Africa, and even this place right here, India. So I strongly encourage you to check out all of our G-Lux products on our website because they are so new and exciting. We really feel that they will be popular with a lot of your clients. Now, we also have private groups at G Adventures. Did you know that we only need a minimum of 8 people in order to confirm a private group? So popular destinations for those private groups include places like Italy and Greece, Morocco and Peru and Ecuador. So I encourage you to reach out to your clients and see if they'd like to do a private group. Now, I only have a little bit of time today, so I'm just going to break into some agent incentives that we have. Number 1 is our Changemakers incentive, which is so important to us. And this is based on the number of lives you change through travel. So the more people you book on a G Adventures tour, the greater your chances of earning a spot to our Changemakers Summit this year. And we have announced that the Changemakers Summit will be here in India. So that will take place in September. We're taking the top 10 agents in Canada, and then there are also 5 wildcard spots available. So I strongly encourage you to keep those bookings coming for your chance to win. Another incentive we have, if you're a Swiftie, is our You Belong with G incentive, where you can win a ticket to see Taylor in concert in November in Toronto. So contact us if you have any questions about either of those incentives, and we would certainly be happy to point you in the right direction. Lastly, I also want to talk about the Agent Backpack, where you can do training so you can level up your learning with G Adventures. Our modules are self-paced, so you can fit them in between appointments. And in doing our training, you also qualify for our agent discount. And as a preferred partner, you are eligible to take up to 50% off the price of the tour for yourself and bring up to 3 companions for 25% off. The best way to sell a G Adventures tour, in my opinion, is to experience it for yourself. So thank you so much for your time and attention. We'd love to see you on a tour soon. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask us. We'd be happy to help. Take care.
Venture. Adventure just got oh so comfortable. With the Deluxe Collection, it's time to discover adventure at its finest.
Hello, I'm Ken.
And I'm Rob.
And we're with Colette. Thank you for having us at the Future of Travel Conference. We're so excited to be here. And we love our partners and advisors. Here are some words that they've been kind enough to share with us over the last little while.
And don't forget, you as an advisor get 50% off traveling with us right from the get-go.
So come, enjoy the Colette product.
Out of all the tours that I have taken, this is one that goes down in my memory chest.
It was honestly so fantastic. I have so many wonderful things to say about the tour. And I've been lucky enough to be in this industry for many years and have gotten a chance to tour with some of the big boys out there. And I must say the Colette product really, truly impressed me. Bottom of my heart, it was one of the best tours that we've done to date.
You know, honestly, I thought, you know, I'm just going to see some beautiful animals and some scenery, but it really was above and beyond that. Just the cultural experiences, the people that we met, the things that we learned about their culture, and of course the animals. It was just amazing. It was spectacular. I can't even put it into words.
The groups loved our tour directors. They really did. They were so animated. They were so funny. They were alive. They were just like amazing. They were as entertaining as well as informative and well organized.
Yeah, Julie was our tour manager. She was fantastic. A couple things she did differently that really kept it a seamless, stress-free process is she emailed us twice before we'd even arrived. So we got one about 2 weeks before, just saying tips and tricks, bring this, don't bring this.
And why I go to Colette all the time is because the ease of booking groups. I mean, I absolutely love the group tour coordinators that we've worked with. And we have a lot of dedicated ones that work with our agency directly.
Within the first day on safari, we saw the Big Five within the first day.
And what is amazing with Colette, the money or collected from this lunch is definitely going back to the local communities.
It is absolutely immersive, completely from the moment your feet hit the ground in Bangkok to the moment that you leave. It is 100% authentic cultural experience. There is no sugarcoating it. You are in markets, you are in, immersed in the flavors and the scents and all the different things that come with it. So I felt it was a really authentic way to see the country. And like I said, the pace of the tour was enough for us to really dive into each little spot that we were staying at.
I do have a really nice connection with my BDM, with Gina, and everything is always well organized.
Every day was exciting.
Well, that's one of the things that, again, really surprised us with Colette was the level of the hotels that we were staying in and the locations of where they were. So from beginning to end, they were 5-star accommodations, which was amazing. The hotel, specifically the hotel in Bangkok, was a wow. It was the Amari, and it was just the location of it. As soon as you walked out, there were street markets, and you were centrally located in Bangkok. The hotel was stunningly beautiful. Our room was beautiful.
The hotels themselves, I liked all of them very much. Central location, where we needed to be. My favorite was in Vic, which actually was kind of outside of the beaten path.
And also in terms of a travel agent working with you, and I'm still working and try to do my best to support you, and we do love Colette.
That was a great update from Colette. And now we're going to turn to a destination that Colette goes to, Vienna. And we're here with AMpm President Armando Mendonça, who represents the Vienna Tours Board in Canada. Hi, Armando.
Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'll start off with asking about tour operators. They're a key partner for the Vienna Tourist Board. What can you tell us about what kind of products available from the tour operators?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially since Air Canada started flying to Vienna back in 2019, which has been 5 years. And in tandem, Lufthansa Group, Austrian Airlines, started flying out of Montreal and opened up the Quebec market. So needless to say, in the last 5 years, we've seen a significant increase of product into Vienna and beyond. Obviously, because of the partnership with Air Canada and Air Canada Vacations, they offer a wide selection of tours. And also you can sort of buy a sightseeing tour, an FIT. So you can also do a do-it-yourself with their product into Vienna and beyond. So, and it's convenient as well. It's one-stop shop. You can book your flights, you can book your land options, and you can also earn Aeroplan points. So that's definitely an incentive and added value booking Air Canada Vacations and Air Canada. Not a new tour operator, but as far as product goes, My Escapades, which is part of the Kensington Group, they're going to be introducing Austria into their European portfolio. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm assisting in the curating of the tours into Vienna and beyond. So that's going to be coming soon, sometime early summer. So there'll be some press releases on that when they're ready to launch and start booking their programming to Vienna and Austria and beyond. Kensington Tours, and there's some differences with some of these tour operators. Kensington Tours specializes in customized, bespoke travel, offering unique experiences. And so it's a way of, depending on your budget, you can see Vienna and other places in Austria and obviously beyond that's customized to suit your budget. So that's really great on their portfolio as far as their booking. And it can be anywhere from very unique, high-end boutique special accommodations that's sort of off the beaten track, that's sort of not in the sort of the main market. So that's Kensington Tours. And then, of course, guided coach tours are very popular. And Globus, family of brands, Trafalgar, Colette, they offer a multi-country tours and a lot of options and trip styles to Vienna and the surrounding countries, because Vienna and Austria borders 8 countries. So just strategically being in Central Europe, it's just really convenient. And Vienna is such a great sort of start to a multi-country tour. And of course, G Adventures and Go Away, they offer various different style adventure, different trip styles. So, that's sort of like they're unique in that sense. As far as on the adventure side, the different caliber of product that Go Away has. So as you can see, like all the main, I haven't included all of them, but some of the main tour operators that sort of been in the Canadian market offering Europe have a great selection of product. And it's really great because the pickup or the lift from Air Canada has allowed these tour operators to increase their portfolio in Europe and including Austria and Vienna. So it's really great. That's just sort of to give you a little bit of an idea of the product out of Canada on the tour side.
Thanks very much for that overview. It really helps. One tool I want to ask about for sure is the Vienna Tourist Board's Vienna Experts Club for travel advisors. How can they join and what are some of the perks and benefits?
Yeah, it's a great question as well. Such a great tool. Vienna.info, they have a B2B site. So you click onto that and then there's a dedicated section to register as a Vienna Experts Club member. And then you just apply online. It's free, obviously. And the great thing about the Experts Club is that when you go to Vienna, you get complimentary admission to certain museums and culinary discounts as well, theater, concerts. In addition as well, some of the hotels that are part of the program will give advisors a discount. So there's a list of the hotels that participate. So, it helps, with your budget if you're going to Vienna and if you want to do some of these, take advantage of these discounts, apply. And also you get sort of up-to-date information on what's happening in Vienna, and also a heads up of when you're traveling, what's going on. So basically the link, it's experts.wien, which is Vienna in German, wien.info/int/en for English. But just go to the B2B website in the vienna.info, and it's all there.
Okay, that's great. Something else I wanted to for sure ask about was, I know Air Canada has just signed sort of a partnership with the OBB, which is the Austrian Federal Railway, the rail system. What does that mean for anybody who's selling Vienna?
Well, again, what a fantastic one-stop shop, for air and rail. So this is really great, especially, again, Vienna and Austria being centrally located and bordering 8 countries. Vienna is sold as a multicultural tour, or a multi-country, I should say. So, and 3 countries that are in every itinerary is Budapest, Prague, and Vienna. So that's a very common sort of tri-country tour. And so to be able to book your flight on Air Canada or Austrian Airlines, you can also book the rail versus booking it separately. So I think it's just convenient, it's seamless, it's one-stop shop. And, I think it's really great for the advisors to be able to book the flight and then rail to within Austria or beyond. And I think it's not every route, it's select routes. But if you type in Air Canada and rail, it should take you into that page. And I tried it. It's just really fantastic. I don't know the logistics as far as commissions and whatnot, but I think that will come in time. I will be getting a press release to sort of get more logistics on, behind the scenes and how the advisors are compensated for booking Air Canada and OBB. In addition as well, they also have a link with some of the bordering countries like Switzerland, France, and one other one, and I think in Germany possibly. So yeah, it's not just OBB, but there's also some other rails are included with it, which is just very convenient and practical. So yeah, I think it's great.
That's good. Thanks for thinking of the commission for the agents. Of course, that's always important. I've got about 2 minutes left. Yeah. I just wanted to know if somebody was going to Vienna in 2024 this year or next year, are there just 2 or 3 major events that they might want to plan their trip around?
Okay, so this year, last year we were promoting this year the neighborhoods of Vienna. So just to sort of go beyond the city, just to experience the uniqueness and the authentic experience outside of sort of the city center. So we were promoting that last year for this year. For 2025, it's the 200th birthday anniversary of Johann Strauss. So next year, there's going to be a lot of festivals, art installations, and a lot of stories that are going to be surrounding his life and his music. So as we know, he's well known for the Blue Danube and his operettas. So yeah, so that's really exciting. So a lot of our strategies will be promoting Johann Strauss 2025.
That's good to know, because 2024 is already flying by, so it's good to already have 2025 on the horizon. Totally. I just want to ask, when you go to Vienna, and I can't imagine how many times you've been, this can be our final question. But when you're in Vienna, what are some of your the things that you love to do, things you love to go see, experience? What are your favorites in Vienna?
Yeah, my favorite thing to do in Vienna, having been going to Vienna for many years, is really the cafe culture. I love going to the cafes, and that's really part of the fabric of Vienna. And and there's so many choices, and they're authentic and really beautiful, and they use old architecture, and they convert it into and modernize it, and they make it into cafes. And that's my favorite thing to do, is having a coffee in one of the esplanades or terraces, and they're all over the city. And of course, it's the museum quarter, and the gardens and the boulevards. It's one of my favorite things to do, is just take in all the beauty of the city and having a coffee. It really is my favorite thing to do. I love going to the galleries and the museums, but really, that's my number one thing to do when I'm in the city, is just sit back and have a coffee.
That sounds absolutely lovely. And I'm pretty sure that everybody watching is just picturing this beautiful scene in their head. Thank you so much for joining us, Armando. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Catherine. Have a great day.
You too. And now we've got some quick videos from our sponsors.
I want to thank my mom and my staff. Beach ball. There it is.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
Temptations always looks like a good time, doesn't it? Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy Sostratomo, Deputy Editor at TravelWeek, and I am here now with Brian Joseph, BDM Ontario for Hyatt Inclusive Collection. Hi, Brian. Welcome.
Hi. I'm very, very glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Good to have you. So I know Inclusive Collection has a lot of different brands, which can be a bit overwhelming for travel agents to remember. Do you want to start by giving us a brief overview of the different brands and the main differences between each?
Yes, I will be happy to do so. We have 10 brands under the world of Hyatt Inclusive Collection. So this could take a while, but I'll try my best to give you a very quick explanation of each one, right? There's a specific demographic for each of these brands, which I love. So I will start with the ones that are most popular. So we have our luxury brands, which is Secrets. Secrets is our all-adult luxury brand. So for any adult who's looking for a nice luxurious environment, lots of a la carte choices, lots of activities, we marketed a lot towards romance, honeymoons as well. So that's arguably one of our most popular brands. And then we have the family version of that. So it's also luxury, but now kids are allowed. So there's kids programs. We call it the Explorers Club for the younger kids, Core Zone for the older kids, like the teenagers. So that is still luxury, still on the same level as Secrets, but now you're looking at welcoming kids into the environment. So there's going to be splash parks, and some of them have slides and stuff for the kids. Then we have our adults only luxury fun brand, which is Breathless. So Breathless brand, all adults. And again, you get the premium liquors, you get all of the expectations of a luxury brand. But now we have a DJ spinning music during the day. We have, a really great entertainment all throughout the day. I like to call it pop-up entertainment. So randomly, there could be some cool entertainment that just pops up at the resort. And then, of course, at night, we have great entertainment and discos and that kind of activity. And then we have, what we did recently is we took the Secrets brand, which a lot of agents and customers are familiar with, which is already luxury. And then we upped the ante on that. So now it's elevated luxury. So you're looking at the Impression by Secrets. So we have 2 new resorts that we opened with the Impression by Secrets brand. One is Impression Mokshe by Secrets, which is right next door to the Secrets Mokshe. So all of the guests at Impression Mokshe by Secrets has access to Secrets Mokshe, not the other way around. And then on the island of Isla Mujeres in Mexico, we opened a beautiful little resort. It's the Impression Isla Mujeres by Secrets. They have this massive slide that goes from the main pool all the way down in a corkscrew slide down to the beach, which is gorgeous. And this resort is small, both of them actually quite small. The one in Isla Mujeres, all the rooms are going to get those ocean views. So really elevated luxury. The quality of the food, we give you the option to upgrade your menu, your wine list, the decor, everything is on a whole other level. So we're really glad to have the Impression by Secrets brand. And then on that same level, we already have, and a lot of agents will be familiar with, the Zoetry brand. Zoetry is all about wellness. Zoetry is not adults only. Zoetry is what we call adult-oriented, meaning that kids are allowed, but there's no kids program, there's no kids activities. This resort is more for escapism. It's more for relaxation, yoga, meditation. We have several resorts throughout the Americas and Europe as well. And what we like about this brand is that it allows you to just kind of just escape, just relax. And then the resort tends to absorb the culture of the destination that it's in. So it has a lot of personality as well. Whereas the Impression is, these are brand new builds, brand new resorts, very, very modern. We have a new brand that we just recently launched, very recently launched. This is Hyatt Vivid. Hyatt Vivid. There's only one Hyatt Vivid resort. It's adults only, and it's located in Mexico in the hotel zone. It's called the Hyatt Vivid Grand Island. That resort opened on April 1st, 2024, just a few weeks ago. Fantastic resort. This resort, as I said, is in the hotel zone, but it's on the lagoon side. So we have a beach club on the other side, which we'll pick you up, take you to the beach club. It's surrounded by a golf course. Really, really beautiful modern property. Hyatt Vivid, as I said, it's adults only, but there's a lot of activities like wine tasting, mezcal, tequila tasting, dance lessons, a whole bunch of craft making, all kinds of cool activities. It's more for a relaxing atmosphere, but because it's brand new and modern, of course, it's a really nice resort as well. And then we have the Allure brand. I keep going. The Allure brand is our European brand. So we have several Allure hotels and resorts all throughout Europe, but mostly on the Mediterranean side. So you'll find on Canary Island, you'll find mostly in Spain. We have Zoetry and Secrets as well in Europe. So that's a whole other area to explore. Like one of my favorites is the Zoetry Mallorca. Right? So in Europe, we have the Secrets, we have Zoetry, but mostly we have the Allure brand, only in Europe, right? And then finally, we have Sunscape. So Sunscape is our budget brand. It's the resort that will be more affordable for the average client, family friendly, of course, very laid back, very fun, very lively. And we have those in some really nice areas that maybe we don't even have other resorts. The other 2 brands that agents will be familiar with is Hyatt Ziva and Hyatt Zilara. These 2 brands fall under the Inclusive Collection as well. The majority of those resorts are represented by Playa, but I represent the Hyatt Ziva, Riviera Cancun, and the Hyatt Zilara, Riviera Maya. So the Ziva, shorter name, so that's for kids, kids friendly, Ziva. And Zilara, longer name, that's the adults only, right? So those are the 2 resorts that we have, that I represent under the Hyatt Ziva and Hyatt Zilara. Hyatt Ziva is a beautiful property. They have slides and, like all the things that you would expect for families, really fairly close to the airport. recently renovated, so it's a great choice. And then Zilara, Hyatt Zilara Riviera Maya, that resort is very cute, very small and intimate, so that anybody, you have access to everything, everything's nearby. One nice big pool on a nice stretch of beach. So we really have a lot of really great choices, and you would realize that everything I just mentioned appeals to many different demographics. And I think that's why the travel agents love us. We have something for everyone.
So much good information there, and thank you for going through all of it. I know with 10 brands, it's a lot. But of course, with so many amazing properties to sell, I'm sure you'll want agents to stay informed. What resources do you have for them so that they can better sell your properties?
Very, very good question. Very important question. It's called Confidant Collective. This is our 1-year anniversary of this new agent exclusive or advisor exclusive website. Here is where agents would go to submit their bookings so that they could earn rewards on their bookings and redeem for free nights or money or what have you. We also have our learning program in there under education. It's Confidant Learning. So they complete the modules, they become a certified confidant. And of course, that will give them access to agent rates and different benefits like that. We also have the offers tab in that website, in that Confidant Collective website, where they can see what the current consumer offers, the current advisor offers. And then we also have resources and tools where they can get access to a media site to get logos and images, videos. Our resort product guide gives you a lot of detail about each resort. So lots of different tools just jammed into this beautiful website. So I want to encourage all the agents out there to register their bookings and to make sure that they're registered on Confidant Collective.
Some great resources for agents to take note of. Thank you. A lot of different ways to earn and learn. Now, I want to end by giving you a chance to address agents personally. What do you want to say to them today, especially on Travel Agent Appreciation Day?
I used to be a travel agent myself. Travel agents are close to my heart. I really love them. Some of my best friends are travel agents. And I thank you so much for your support. I thank you for being strong and resilient. We always get affected by things globally, and somehow we come back stronger. I really appreciate everybody who supports us. I appreciate every agent, and I'm very happy to celebrate any opportunity I have to celebrate a travel agent. I will take advantage of that. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Cindy. Hi, I'm here with Guy Young, who is the Chief Trade Engagement Officer with the Travel Corporation. Hi, Guy.
Hi, Catherine. So good to see you again. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You too. You too. Thanks for joining us. I'll jump right in with our first question. TTC Tour Brands recently introduced something called Always, and that's your promise to your travel advisor partners. What can you tell us about it?
So this is really our commitment to always be there for the advisor community and the guests that they entrust to travel with us. And, really the always commitment falls sort of under 4 pillars. One is always to have an extensive choice of itineraries and definite departures for advisors to book. We always want to be able to instill booking confidence for advisors with things such as flexible deposits. We always want to ensure that our mutual guests have an amazing experience when they travel on one of our brands. And finally, I'd say the 4th pillar, and an important one, is we always want to ensure that our guests have peace of mind when traveling with us. So if I can just unpack that a little bit, I'm not going to go into all the details of our 4 pillars, but starting off with the extensive choice of itineraries, I think that's important because, as you know, we now have a structure where we have 6 touring brands under the TTC Tour brand division. And so we always have a tour that is suitable for advisors to book their clients on. So we start with Kontiki, which is our youth or next generation brand. We've got Cost Saver, our budget brand. We then move on to Trafalgar, which is our value brand. We've got Brendan, which is our specialist brand for Ireland and Scotland. Then we move up to the premium category with Insight. And then finally, Luxury Gold for the high-end luxury brand. So within that portfolio, advisors can always find a trip that meets their clients' needs. In addition to having an extensive choice of itineraries, we also have more definite departures than any other tour company. So we want to make sure that we have the availability and the ease for our advisors to always book one of our brands. And then we try to make the booking process really easy. So advisors can either log on to TAP, which is our travel agent portal. They can search all of our brands, book our brands online, or they can call the contact center. And with one phone call, they can book all the components of a tour. And obviously, our our contact center agents can help our advisors choose the right tour for their clients. So it's really easy. The advisor can book all the flights, the transfers, the hotels, the transportation, the experience are all packaged into one itinerary. And on top of that, advisors obviously earn a very nice commission on all those components. So a lot of choice and a real ease of booking. And then when we come to the delivery of the tour, we all know that in 2023, and this is one of the reasons why we came out with this always promise, is in 2023, we knew that it was a very challenging environment. There were a lot of climate events, there were staffing shortages, but even through these challenges, we operated at a very high level. In fact, our scores, our ratings in 2023 were as good, if not better, for some of the brands than pre-pandemic. So we really achieved great scores, and this was done through FIFO, which is a third-party review company. So it's a very transparent review process. And we're able to achieve this because we, first of all, have over 100 years of experience in operating and designing tours. So we've got a lot of knowledge. We've got a fantastic global infrastructure. We have some 40 offices globally. And then we've got great on-the-ground support with our travel directors, with our teams in these different destinations. And we do offer 24/7 support. So one of the internal mantras at the Travel Corporation is we do believe we have a duty of care for the client. So when an advisor entrusts their clients to travel on one of our brands, we take this responsibility very seriously, and we always work extremely hard to make sure they have a fantastic peace of mind experience when traveling on one of our tours. So that's kind of the broad overview of this always promise that we make into our travel agent partners.
So travel advisors are very relevant for TTC tour brands, correct?
100%. Travel advisors are the backbone of our business. They make up the majority of our bookings. So we continue to invest in this channel. Just recently we launched a new training modules for our travel advisors. We've got a great travel agent portal, which I mentioned before. You can log in with one single sign-on and access the content for all of our brands. You can find your local sales manager. You can learn about our travel agent discount programs. You can learn about FAM opportunities. And the last thing I'll add in terms of our commitment and the importance of the advisor community is we do have a sales team that is 100% dedicated to supporting travel advisors. So, I'd really encourage advisors to reach out to us. We want to work with you. And by the way, we also know there's a lot of new advisors entering the industry, which is great for the long-term health of the trade distribution channel. And we want to work with new advisors to help them transition into the industry and be successful in selling tours. So again, for new advisors, I strongly encourage them to reach out to our sales managers, log on to our travel agent our travel agent portal, and do take our training courses. So a very important channel for the TTC tour brands.
That's good, and it helps. And thanks for mentioning the new agents, because I know that's just on everybody's mind with getting new blood into the industry. You mentioned the travel advisor portal, travel agent portal, and I know that's it's a huge tool for agents to use to access all of your brands. And talking about tech, is there any sort of AI processes that you're working into your systems? Do you want to talk a little bit about AI and how it's helping you?
Sure, absolutely. So obviously we all recognize that AI presents huge opportunities in an ever-changing landscape. And from our perspective, it's essential that we embrace AI and other technologies, frankly, to continue to drive innovation, certainly to enhance the customer experience, and also streamline our opportunities. So we at the Travel Corporation, we've actually created an AI steering committee. They developed an overall strategy that they presented to the Travel Corporation board. It was approved. And we have now started to work on some projects to enhance the experiences within our business. So some of the areas that we're working on, one is our contact center, for example. So there we're analyzing chat data from Genesis. Now, Genesis is our contact center communication software, and we're using that to better gauge customer sentiment. So that's one example in the contact center. We're also using AI to enhance our chatbot for internal questions for our contact center employees. On the CRM side, we use Salesforce, and Salesforce, as you might know, have an AI tool called Einstein, and we're using that to enhance data-driven customer journeys. So that's how we're using it on the CRM side. We're also using AI to enhance the search functionality of our websites. We're using machine learning for our forecasting, language models for assisting us with copywriting. So there's a lot that we're doing around AI. It obviously is still very much in the initial stages. And our view is we want to continue to use technology and AI to enhance the guest experience, make the lives of our employees easier, make them more efficient. And we think AI can be a great tool for us as long as we're using it in a thoughtful and responsible way.
It's true. The best of both worlds, right? The personal touch and the AI and all the other tech. Yeah. We just got about 2 minutes left. I just wanted to, another very topical thing is, of course, sustainability and getting off the beaten track. Is there one, you have a huge portfolio of itineraries, but is there one you just want to quickly highlight as a great, if an agent has clients coming and asking for off the beaten track, is there one itinerary that maybe comes to mind?
Yeah, so obviously we are seeing, the data bears it out, we are seeing a lot of growth in sort of secondary destinations. One thing I'd suggest for advisors, if they are interested in helping their clients find itineraries that are off the beaten track, as you say, is that they do look actually at a trip style we have with Inside Vacations, which is actually called Country Roads. And these itineraries are designed to actually take our guests off the main tourist corridors and really help them experience the destination from the perspective of a local. So we've got a number of different itineraries that fall under this travel style. They are hugely popular. They've grown significantly over the last few years. And the great thing about it is they do go to sort of secondary destinations, but we also have these country roads itineraries in very popular destinations such as Italy and Ireland, but doing it in a different way where it's not so much in the heavy tourist corridors, but more off the beaten track with local experiences, local food, farm to table, etc. So it's a great portfolio of itineraries for those people that want to get off the beaten track.
That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Thank you so much, Guy. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. And now for a quick update from Playa Resorts.
Hello, Travel Week agents. It's Amanda Morris, your field sales director here at Playa Hotels and Resorts. And I am so excited to have this opportunity to spend a few minutes with you. Things have been going amazing here at Playa. We've had an incredible Q1. And of course, 2023 was a phenomenal year. So thank you so much. Now, hopefully you all know that we did recently just open our newest property, the Wyndham Ultra Samana, on the beautiful island of the Dominican Republic. Now, head over to agentcashplus.com. You're going to find the property fact sheet with all of the information and, of course, beautiful images. You're going to be able to see that gorgeous white sandy beach. So check it out. I can't wait for you to see it. Now, of course, it is Travel Agent Appreciation Month. So again, on behalf of myself, the entire Playa team, both here in Canada, our US team throughout the Caribbean and Mexico, allow me to take the opportunity to say thank you. We appreciate you, we love you, and we wouldn't be where we are without you. So to celebrate you, we do have a few exciting things planned for you this month, starting with Second Chance Points. Hopefully you're all very familiar with our Agent Cash program. Again, if you're not, head over to www.agentcashplus.com, enroll yourself, and within that platform, not only are you going to find a ton of great sales tools, but you're also going to find the Agent Cash program. So anytime you make a booking to any of our properties through any source, however you prefer to book, you pop into Agent Cash, register your bookings, and you're going to get points. Now, the Second Chance Points program we have is for 2 days only, May 1st and May 2nd. You pop into Agent Cash, and normally you can register bookings up until 60 days after travel's complete. Now, you may have bookings that you've forgotten, and this is the perfect opportunity. You can go back and register any bookings that have traveled up until October 1st of last year. So pop in May 1st or 2nd, get those booking registered, take a second chance, and earn those points. Now, you can redeem those points for cash on a reloadable credit card, or of course, free nights. The second thing we have happening is bonus commission. So anytime you book Hyatt Ziva or Zilara Rose Hall, Hilton Rose Hall, Jewel Grand, Jewel Paradise Cove, Wyndham Ultra Cancun, Wyndham Ultra Playa del Carmen, Wyndham Ultra Vallarta, and the new Wyndham Ultra Samana, as well as Jewel Palm Beach between May 1st and May 7th on agentcashplus.com, you will get 2% bonus commission. So any of those properties between May 1st and May 7th that you book through agentcashplus.com. Now, the third and perhaps the final exciting thing, the third and perhaps the best thing that we're offering is a trip giveaway. Not only one, not two, but 3 trip giveaways. So anytime you make a booking between May 1st and May 31st through Agent Cash Direct or through any of your preferred tour operator partners, pop into Agent Cash, register your booking, and the top 3 agents with the most registered bookings will win. First prize is a 3-night stay for 2 to the beautiful Hyatt Zilara Rose Hall. Second prize is a 3-night stay for 2 to the beautiful Hilton La Romana. And our third prize for the third highest booking agent is a 3-night stay for 2 to the Wyndham Ultra Cancun. Now you have to remember, it's for new bookings made and registered between May 1st and May 31st. And then you'll also want to head over to our Agent Cash site where you just have to click to enter the rules, to agree to the rules, the terms and conditions of the contest to be eligible to win. So again, thank you so much to all of you amazing travel agents. We appreciate you not only today, but always. And thank you so much for having us Travel Week. Take care.
Thank you, Amanda. She's so well-spoken and so nice to hear about the Playa Resort. So inspiring. I hope I can go there one day. Next, we are going to hear from CIE Tours and then the beautiful island of St. Lucia.
Hi, Travel Week, and hello to all my wonderful travel agent partners out there. Happy Travel Agent Day to all of you. How very exciting. Thank you very much for all of the hard work that you do. I'm Jennifer Bond, and I take care of all things for CIE Tours here in Canada. Just wanted to pop on today and use my time to tell you some of the wonderful things that are up and coming with CIE Tours. So I'll get started. Just a reminder to all of you that, of course, we do have our custom private driver program. And right now it is on sale, so you can save up to $1,000 per person on any of our wonderful curated, bespoke private travel and private driver tours that we offer. In addition, during the month of May, we're going to continue with our last minute promotions, saving up to 15% off of those tours in 2024. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, is there even anything left in 2024? Indeed, there is. Even in summer departures, we even still do have some Scotland departures that would also include the military tattoo in Edinburgh. So there is definitely some space left. So, and then some savings to be able to pass on to your clients for those people who are coming in who maybe, didn't have any summer vacation plans or sort of feeling a little last minute about it. We've got something for them. In addition, we have our early bird promotions going on right now for all of our 2025 departures. So of course that is savings, again, up to $1,000 per person. So for those of you who are thinking ahead and thinking about what am I going to be planning for my clients for 2025, the itineraries will be, out and ready. Previews are already available for you, and then those are going to be ready to go within a matter of weeks. So new tours in 2025. I am happy to say that there is going to be 4 new tours in 2025. We're bringing back the Irish Supreme. In addition, we're going to have a Dublin Day Tripper, which is a hub and spoke type of journey based in Dublin for the entire time. We're introducing Sicily, which I'm very, very excited about. I think that might be the next one on my list. And for those of you who have received the 2025 reference guide, look what we have. Yes, people, it is Spain coming up in 2025. I'm so excited. We haven't added on a new destination since 2018 when we added in Iceland and Italy. So Spain it is. So now we have got Ireland, more Irish tours than anybody else out there. Okay, that might be a broad claim to fame, but we do have quite a few, 17 in total. And then, of course, we have our Britain product, England, Scotland, Wales, and Iceland and Italy were added in 2018, and then Spain. I'm very excited, and I hope that you are too. Last but not least, I want to talk to you a little bit about our groups. Of course, we have a huge groups team in our New Jersey office, which of course is our regional headquarters for North America. They are ready, they are waiting. Scheduled tours, you want to do something custom, you have a particular group in mind, and I do want to let you know that we do have a fantastic group promotion for 2024 departures that's still ongoing. So I know you might be thinking, it's May, like, am I really going to be doing a group in 2024? Maybe not, but savings up to $800 booking bonus on it. All of those things that, of course, TC group size is 10 passengers. So that is something that you can easily do. So I want to thank you all very much for your continued support. Happy Travel Agent Day.
Hi, Travel Week. Bienvenue, travel advisors, and welcome, Canada. My name is Richard Moss. I'm the Senior Sales Manager at the St. Lucia Tourism Authority. It gives me pleasure to welcome you to our island, the only country named for a woman, St. Lucia. She's a stunning and inspiring beauty. St. Lucia offers an amazing mix of rare natural gifts like the Caribbean's only drive-in volcano, with Fountain of Youth mud baths to make you look and feel 10 years younger. She possesses gorgeous beaches, over 19,000 acres of protected rainforests with exquisite biodiversity, which continues from the landscape underwater to the delight of scuba divers and snorkelers. Beyond all these great experiences is a unique and flavorful Creole culture, which is made up of French, British, African, East Indian, and Amerindian cultures. This creates a very vibrant backdrop for you to go out and explore. St. Lucia also has a great dining scene as well as nightlife, such as the weekly street party, the world's longest running street party in the world in Groselay. In terms of how the destination has been performing, already in 2024, we're seeing soaring demand and an overall increase of 10% on average for 2024. 2023 was a massive comeback year for Canada, and we have maintained our year-round non-stop flights out of Pearson International Airport. This summer, you have 4 convenient weekly flights from Toronto, and that is making it so easy for you to come to the ICC Men's World Cup of Cricket. In June, there's some matches here in St. Lucia, as well as Carnival in July. But until then, you can play 18 amazing holes at one of the world's best golf courses, the Point Hardy Golf Club at Cabot, St. Lucia, now open. Based on trends of progressive strong demand and the understanding we have from intelligence of our consumers, St. Lucia continues to innovate and curate new experiences for visitors to explore. This includes our capsule collection of unique, intimate boutique properties featuring B&Bs, villas, and apartments. We call it Collection de Pépites, and noting the significant uptick in visitors experiencing these accommodations, we invite you to find your St. Lucia sweet spot.
Another great way for you to experience our communities is our National Bar Crawl, or Cabaret Crawl.
At the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, we understand that travel and hospitality, it's about people. And St. Lucia's hospitality resides in our communities. So we certainly are taking great care in developing our community tourism options for you so that when you come to St. Lucia, you can truly be inspired. Travel advisors, happy National Travel Advisor Day. And don't you forget that experts sell more. So get with the Slex program, slex.recommend.com. Thank you very much. Travel Week.
Wow, St. Lucia always looks amazing, doesn't it? Now, I'm here with Allan Brooks, Director of Sales Canada at Celebrity Cruises. Hi, Allan.
Hi, how are you, Cindy?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us. I want to start with cruising's incredible comeback after the pandemic. Cruisers were among the first to travel again, and it seems like every day we're hearing about a new ship or new itineraries or a world cruise booking out in minutes. I'm sure Celebrity is no exception. What can you tell us about the company's growth right now and any new ships you have in the pipeline?
Yeah, no, it's been another great year. I think we all kind of saw, especially in the Canadian market, we saw 2022 is still very much a comeback year, but to see the same growth and success across the board for travel in general, and of course cruising just being so popular and in high demand right now, it's really great to see. So much so that even 2025 is looking strong already for us. So. It's great news. I mean, our sister brand, of course, came out with the Icon at the beginning of the year. Amazing ship, and we also have, of course, Ascent, our most recent ship, which came out as part of the Edge series ships. Beautiful, beautiful, truly put Celebrity back on the map. Really new design, whether it's the actual, the marine architecture side of it or the beautiful design inside the ship and the flow. And to answer your question, though, we do have a new ship coming out at the end of 2025 called Celebrity Excel.
So much to look forward to, I'm sure. But, with all these new ships, you're obviously going to need places to go. So are there any new destinations that you're excited about? And can you tell us about any destinations that are selling particularly well for 2024?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, 24 across the board has been very, very busy. Everyone is really looking to get out and travel again, for sure. Celebrities, been synonymous with Europe. We typically, again, out of the Canadian market, see a lot of Canadians traveling to Europe through the summer. But we also had a new addition, which was having a ship, the Infinity, year-round in Europe, which has been really successful. The Caribbean, we've added ships now to have more of a presence in the Caribbean as well. So our newest ship, or one of our new ships of the Edge series Beyond, was year-round in the Caribbean. Now we have 3 ships year-round. So really looking to attract, new cruisers, especially with a growing fleet. We obviously need to start attracting some new customers. Of course, we love our loyal Captain's Club members, which make up more than half of our guests on board any cruise. So that is testament in itself to our amazing product. But being back in Asia, very popular this year as well. Pretty much sold out, and people are already looking at 25 and eagerly awaiting our 26 deployments. And of course, one of the big ones for Celebrity Cruises is we do have 3 ships in the Galapagos Islands.
Endless options, as you said, and it sounds like everywhere is selling well, which is so great to hear. And the Galapagos is one I still need to check off my list. Now, let's switch gears and talk about luxury travel, which has seen a boom post-pandemic. Travelers are now going all out on bucket list experiences, as you said. What can you tell us about the retreat, which I hear so much about?
Yeah, no, it's one of those experiences. We call it a ship within a ship, because to your point, there are so many, new ships coming out, all different sizes, and something truly for everyone. But the luxury segment is definitely, over exceeding expectations, certainly in the past year or so. So people are definitely looking to spoil themselves, and the retreat is definitely that option.
Absolutely. That sounds incredible. So a lot of good information there for agents. Thank you for sharing that. Now let's talk about perks and promotions. Everyone loves talking about that. What can you tell us about any new promotions that you're offering for both travel agents and their clients?
Yeah. We've had it's kind of an evergreen. It's one of the pieces of feedback we got from our partners across Canada is that, let's stay consistent for a while. It helps, especially new agents or experienced agents, just, the go-to being Celebrity Cruises and the go-to being our 75% off second guest, and thirds and fourths right now sale free. So it's one of the richest offers I've seen in a long time. And then there's also sort of layers to it where you can you either have savings or onboard credit for the guests. So that is continuing on. Looks like through May. So that's based on feedback from our partners too. To keep something a little bit longer than a couple of weeks. So we definitely listened, and it helps with people's marketing and kind of lead time there. And it's incredibly rich. I mean, it's pretty unbeatable to be on a ship like a celebrity ship with the service and sort of that elevated experience, to be able to bring somebody for 75% off, and you can also bring 2 other people for free. So that's a pretty rich offer. And as far as our agents go, we're always trying to find that commission with a comma, make sure that our partners that work so hard for us, there are eyes and ears out there, and they're the ones that recommend our brand to their clients, whether they're coming back to celebrity or want to try celebrity for the first time. There's so much value in our travel advisors, the knowledge they have, what they went through. We were alongside them, of course, but coming out of the pause and now sort of reemerging, it's so great to see this business coming in primarily for our travel partners. So we reward them, obviously through our commissions, but we always have different promotion. We recently had a bonus commission of $1,500, and we have contests regularly, whether it's on a territory basis or regionally in Canada, to reward the agents. We try and get creative with it, with social media sort of contests or, week-long booking events and these types of things. And also celebrity rewards is something that I wish everyone would use. Once it's set up, once you've done the celebrity learning training, which isn't, trust me, a 7-day, experience. It's much quicker than that. And you do it at your leisure. Once you finish that training, which gives you a great overview of the brand. So if you're a new agent, definitely that's one thing I would highly recommend. But celebrity rewards are basically, money we can give you that above and beyond your commission, and it's basically a debit card that you can use for whatever you like. So those are just a couple of ways we reward our agents. We're looking to get more into I'm trying to think of the word now, advisory boards as well. We truly value the feedback and a lot of the change that happens both with the onboard experience for our mutual clients and the systems that our travel partners use, whether that's the booking, whether it's the training, groups, and so on and so forth. We're trying to make it easier for them to use and much more time efficient, because time is money, and that is more important, I think, for our travel partners than anyone else. Is not staying on the phone on hold while you're trying to service a guest that's in front of you and so on. So really trying to get that feedback that's invaluable to us to make it easier to work with celebrity cruises.
That sounds great, Allan. We all love a good deal and good commissions. So thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
We have about a minute left, and I know you want to share a final message to our viewers today on Travel Agent Appreciation Day. What do you want to say to them?
Yes, definitely. I think, every month it should be anyway, Travel Agent Appreciation Month. We couldn't do what we do. We wouldn't be as successful as we are without the support of our travel partners. And they truly are partners.
Well said, Allan. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. You've given us so much information, which I'm sure will be helpful to all agents watching. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Okay, now let's check in with Hyatt Ziva for a quick update.
have 2 more presenters, and then we are going to get to the final round of prizes. So please welcome Visit Atlantic City and then Rail Bookers.
Hello, Travel Week, and hello, travel advisors. I'm super excited to be with you today. My name is Judy Pym. I am the Regional Sales Manager for Visit Atlantic City, based here in Canada. I want to share some information with you today on our great destination. First and foremost, our location on the East Coast. We are in New Jersey. We're a 2-hour drive from New York City and 1 hour from Philadelphia. We consider Philadelphia our best gateway. And of course, from Ontario and Quebec, we are a great drive destination. And you'll find that many of the tour companies offering motor coach do include Atlantic City on their East Coast trips. When coming to Atlantic City, where do you stay? Well, you know, we are a gaming destination. We have 9 world-class casinos offering beautiful accommodations. In addition, we have many non-gaming hotels, brands you know like Sheraton and the Courtyard by Marriott. We also have the historic Claridge on the boardwalk, and we also have Showboat. Showboat's a boardwalk property, was formerly a gaming property and is now non-gaming. So they changed that casino floor to an all-ages arcade, and they've also recently added the Island Water Park at Showboat, which is the largest indoor water park in the United States. So I've given you a couple of clues of things to do, but what else is there? Of course, our amazing beach, and with that beach comes our gorgeous boardwalk. The boardwalk is historic, award-winning, and 5 miles long. So lots of opportunity to explore, enjoy the shops, the restaurants, the bars, the views. Really, where else would you want to spend some time? And of course, with the ocean, we get all kinds of water activities, both sports and cruising. So that's a great idea. But what else is there? What that maybe you're not already thinking of? Golf, we've got 20 golf courses within 30 minutes, wineries, craft breweries. We have tax-free shopping. So those shops that we were just talking about, we also have outlet stores just behind the boardwalk, behind Caesars Atlantic City and Bally's. So tax-free on shoes and clothing, that means something to us Canadians for sure. Also, I wanted to highlight the entertainment. We get world-class concerts. Many comedians come through Atlantic City. We have permanent shows like Hook at Caesars Atlantic City. And then on to the food. We are part of Anthony Bourdain's Food Trail. We have foodie tours. We offer everything in our restaurants, from fine dining and steakhouses to family style service, to grab and go, and of course our famous saltwater taffy. And we don't want to forget our celebrity chef opportunities. So Nobu recently opened in Atlantic City. Aside from Chef Nobu, we also have Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri, Michael Simon, and Gordon Ramsay. And whenever I mention Gordon Ramsay, I have to talk about the sticky toffee pudding. So if you're going, or your clients are going to any of Gordon Ramsay's 3 restaurants in Atlantic City, save room for the sticky toffee pudding. It's my very favorite. And on that sweet note, I'll wrap it up with a great big thank you. I appreciate your time. And thanks so much, Travel Week, for having me today. Take care, everyone.
Hello, Travel Week followers. This is your train conductor specialist, Ivan Manzanet, taking care of all of you from coast to coast. Now, let me show you a quick video to know what it's all about, Rail Bookers. Yes, we are your expert FIT tour operator for rail journeys around the world. And how we are able to actually do that? Because we have direct partnership with anywhere in the world. Trenitalia in Italy, Deutsche Bank in Germany, Via Rail here in Canada, Renfe in Spain, just to name a few. Now, what does Rail Bookers offer to you and your customers? We confirm your seat reservations, sightseeing activities. Imagine yourself having included the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, skip the line, or maybe a tapas tour private in Barcelona so they can test and experience the culture there. Also, hotels, 3, 4, and 5-star hotels. In some locations, we do have apartment or small boutique hotels, ferries, excursions, and of course, overnight rail journeys. The good thing about us is we do instant quote. You give us a call and our experts will send you a quote right away. So there is no wait for you, so you can focus also in selling even more product to your clients. And one of the things that not many suppliers do, we can lock the price up to 2 years ahead. So if you have all those bookings for ocean cruise or river cruise and you want to do an add-on, easy peasy with us, we guarantee you the price up to 2 years. For peace of mind, 24/7 emergency line. We know disruption happens on this industry, but we are here for you. Hotel selection, like I mentioned, 3, 4, and 5 stars. And the best thing, if you want to close that sale, 3-way calling. If you have any questions, your clients have more questions, please put it in contact with us to ensure that they get all answered. How to book? Give us a call. And the good thing is we open 7 days a week. So any of you working on a Saturday, we will be there for you. Once you have make a contact, you're able to send an email to that specialist. And now, what the best of all? If you want to experience Rail Bookers, we are offering 20% up to 4 people. 444. So please give us a call. Let me know if you have any question. Here is your rail conductor specialist, Ivan Manzanet. See you soon.
Thank you everyone for being patient. You made it to the end. You made it to the final round of prizing. So here we go. Jennifer Kelly, you're going to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Sarah Reed, you are going to win 5 nights in California. Wow, that's a good one. And Corey Custon, you are going to win a $100 Visa gift card. Yay, congratulations everyone. So please put your name and make yourself known in the chat and my colleague will help get you your prize. And I just want to say happy Travel Agent Appreciation Day to everyone. Our appreciation goes out to you. I know you work very, very hard. So please, from everyone at Travel Week, everyone in the industry, we thank you so much. Again, we're doing lots of exciting stuff at Travel Week with AI, and we're trying to make it easy for agents to understand. So we have a manual and a webinar series that takes you step by step through all the different tools so you can use them effectively and put in place massive time saving and efficiency gains into your business. So again, if you want to sign up for any of those, go to Travel Week AI. And now we have a final message from someone very special.
Thank you, everyone. It was so lovely to meet you, and I hope to meet you again soon. As we conclude this enlightening virtual conference, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for your participation. We have seen both the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead in integrating AI into our daily lives. Let us move forward with the inspiration we've gained here, and may we continue to collaborate, innovate, and guide the evolution of AI with a steadfast commitment to ethics and efficiency. Goodbye for now.